Yo guys, Codelife here, and welcome back to Fortnite Pro Player Updates. In today's video, we're going to be featuring NRG MrSavage. We'll be pretty much covering everything regarding MrSavage's Fortnite setup in this video, so here are the timestamps on screen right now if you guys are wanting to skip to a specific part. Also guys, everything covered in this video is all up to date as of today, the 4th of July. But guys, before we do start, I want to quickly remind you all to have someone's creator code selected in the Fortnite item shop. It can be MrSavage's code, which is just Mr-Savage-M, my code, Codelife, or any other creator's code. It's worth doing guys, as it really is a great way to support your favourite creators. Now let's begin with taking a look at MrSavage's updated Fortnite settings. Starting off with his video settings, MrSavage has everything on low except view distance, which is on epic, and for MrSavage's resolution, he's currently playing on native 1920 by 1080. For MrSavage's brightness, he's got it set to the max, which is 1.0. For MrSavage's audio settings, he's got his music set to 0, his sound FX and voice both set to 1, and his cinematics volume is set to 0.11. For MrSavage's colorblind setting, he's now playing with Do 5. If you guys want to know why MrSavage and other pro players are using this colorblind setting, I recommend checking out the video that I made that explains just that. I'll leave a link to it in the description below. Moving on finally to MrSavage's game settings. He's not changed his sensitivity since my last video. He's still playing on 0.81 for his X and Y, as well as 1.0 for his targeting and 0.95 for his scope. However, MrSavage has changed his mouse DPI, which I'll move on to after showing you guys the rest of his game settings. For MrSavage's mouse DPI, he was previously playing on 2000 DPI, but now he's actually went and lowered it to 1600. His polling rate is still the same, it's just on the max, 1000 Hz. And also for MrSavage's Windows sensitivity, he's got that on the default setting, number 6, and he does not use mouse acceleration. These are all of MrSavage's updated keybinds. Here's a picture of MrSavage's setup that shows how he positions his mouse and keyboard. Here's how MrSavage holds his mouse. As you guys can see, he's using the claw grip. Here are all of MrSavage's NVIDIA settings. These are all of the peripherals that MrSavage is currently using. If you guys want to purchase any of these for yourselves, I'll have a link to each peripheral in the description below. Starting off with MrSavage's mouse, he's using the ROCCAT KONE Pure Owl Eye. His mouse bungee is the ROCCAT Apuri Raw. For MrSavage's mousepad, he's using the ROCCAT Sense Vital Force in size XXL. For MrSavage's keyboard, he's now using the ROCCAT VULCAN 121 AIMO that has the ROCCAT Titan switches attached to it, which are similar to the Cherry MX Browns. For MrSavage's monitor, he's using the ACER Predator XB271HU. For MrSavage's headset, he's using the RAZER KRAKEN Pro V2 in black. MrSavage's microphone is the AT2020 USB that's attached to the Rode PSA mic arm. For MrSavage's webcams, he's using the Logitech BRIOs. And finally, for MrSavage's chair, he's using the OP Seat Master Series in the colour white. That's all for MrSavage's peripherals. Now let's take a look at his brand new gaming PC specs as well as his streaming PC specs. That's all good for today, guys, regarding NRG Mr. Savage. Remember to subscribe to the channel if you guys are new, and as well as that, guys, consider dropping a like on the video, as it really does help the video out. And yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Peace.